Lesson 232. Be in my mind, my Father, through the day. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I am Judith, and this is part of the Lucid Mind Center. And the reason this is called the Qigong support is because we're going to read this lesson of A Course in Miracles together. We're also going to contemplate it together. And at the end, I'm going to guide you to a Qigong class, which is going to help you internalize the meaning of this class and also connect to your Holy Spirit, to your Holy Self, to receive clarifications, which are going to help you understand what this lesson can mean for you. At the end of the class, I'm going to give you more instructions. Let's begin reading our lesson together. Lesson 232. Be in my mind, my Father, through the day. And remember, the special idea for this particular section is, what is salvation? And the prayer goes like this. It starts with the prayer. Be in my mind, my Father, when I wake, and shine on me throughout the day today. Let every minute be a time in which I dwell with you. And let me not forget my hourly thanksgiving that you have remained with me and always will be there to hear my call to you and answer me. As evening comes, let all my thoughts be still of you and of your love, and let me sleep sure of my safety, certain of your care, and happily aware I am your son. This is the prayer. When we are doing the Qigong class, I'm going to ask you to have the book next to you, and then I'm going to remind you to read the idea for today, and I'm going to remind you to read this particular prayer. This is as every day should be. Today, practice the end of fear. Have faith in him who is your Father. Trust all things to him. Let him reveal all things to you, and be you undismayed because you are his son. It's only a very few sentences, but there's a couple of things which I want to clarify to you. Because we're talking about him and he. This is not because this is masculine. And it's not feminine either. It is neutral. And it's just in the English language. The Course in Miracles is using the masculine form all the time. And I can feel it in myself. I'm like thinking, why is it male? Why is it him? Why is it he? Why is it not she? But you have to go beyond that. It's not about gender. It's not about sex. It's just simply about understanding that whatever this creator is, that whatever that God is, that is you as well. And quite interestingly, in Chinese cosmology, the light is yang, and this is the masculine form. This is what the light is. And the yin is the feminine form. This is the negative form, which is dark. So what we are being reminded here is that this Father, it could also be the mother, it could be the creator, it could be the source, is the same as you are, the son. So whatever that father is, so is the son. There's the same gender. It doesn't say the father and then the daughter and then somehow differentiating. What it's trying to say here is that whatever the creator is, they created this as well. And then the second part, which is important, is this phrase. Today, practice the end of fear. The end of fear. What is the opposite of fear? It is love. What is the opposite of love? Is fear. So if you're practicing the end of fear, you can practice this by returning back to love. So you could also say, be in my mind, my love. Be in my mind, love or source, through the day. So this means that you want to be in a constant awareness of benevolence, of love, of compassion, of light, of happiness, of joy. It is not that you need to bow to some imaginary God which the ego has created. It is more to surrender to that truth you truly are, to that kindness and joy and, like I said, benevolence, blessings, light, love, this nurturing, this wanting to share, wanting to care, this state of blessedness and blessings. This is what the sentence is reminding us. be in my mind, because it's the mind which is creating the havoc if you are paying attention to the wrong mind. So you want to be in the mind of benevolence. You want to be in the mind of gratitude, of surrendering to love, to kindness, to compassion. Smile, embrace, recognize that everybody has got the same source within them. So be in my mind, my Father, throughout the day. When I wake, and shine on me throughout the day. Let every minute be a time in which I dwell with you. So every minute I want to be aware that this is what I am. I am the love, the light, the compassion, the source energy. And let me not forget my hourly thanksgiving. So my hourly gratitude, become really aware of that you have remained with me and always will be there to hear my call to you and answer me. Independently of how much you have been in the ego, how much you have been in fear, in despair, and maybe even prayed to this God of ego. You can be grateful for that this truth about you and the love and that benevolence, this grace is always with you, always waiting, patiently waiting for you to return to stillness, return and remembering who you truly are. And then as evening comes, let all my thoughts be still of you and of your love. So I want that all my thoughts remain with you. They're still of you, but they're also still and kind. Let all my thoughts be still of you and of your love. And let me sleep sure of my safety, certain of your care, and happily aware I am your son, or I am your created being. So, like I said before, this is part of what is salvation, and this is what we are training now for the next 10 days. Always keep that in mind, and I also suggest that you watch What is Salvation. If you haven't done it yet today, I'm going to put a link now where you can watch What is Salvation. You can do it before or after you do the Qigong, but it is recommended in the instructions of part 2 that you do it at least one time per day. Reading the whole section of What is Salvation, so you really understand, anchor it deep into your awareness of what it is, what we're doing here and why we're doing it. Okay? And I have recorded 2 Qigong classes which are about what is salvation. And within the class, after we have done the preparation, after we've purified the mind and our body, we then sink into meditation and actually apply this lesson. So there I'm going to remind you to read this first phrase, and I'm going to remind you to read the prayer, the one which is in a different format where you're actually talking to the Father, to the God, to your source. So here you have got the standing meditation for this particular Qigong class. Here you have the seated meditation. Here you have what is salvation. And here you have got the whole list of classes for A Course in Miracles students in case you would like to try another Qigong class. Enjoy!